The Borg are considered by many to be the most lethal adversary the Federation has ever encountered.
You can't outrun them, you can't destroy them. If you damage them, the essence of what they are remains. They regenerate and keep coming. Eventually you will weaken, your reserves will be gone. They are relentless.
When we are first introduced to the Borg, we are told that the only purpose of their race is to consume technology. They will destroy anything in its path to get that technology.
Not a he, not a she, not like anything you've ever seen. An enhanced humanoid. Understand you. You're nothing to him. He's not interested in your life form. He's just a scout, the first of many. He's here to analyze your technology. He may attempt to gain control of the ship. I wouldn't let him.
A race of creatures whose only purpose in life is to consume technology. The betterment of their kind through the consumption of technology. A brilliant piece of character development that really did start out on a good note. The next time we encounter the Borg is when they abduct Picard in the Best of Both Worlds Part 1 and 2 and turn him into Locutus and use him as a mouthpiece for the Borg to assimilate humanity, which was a damn good story, probably the best story inside the whole Next Generation series regarding the Borg. But as brilliant as the storytelling was for the Best of Both Worlds, this is where the problems begin.
Mr. Data, what the hell happened?
I successfully planted a command into the Borg collective consciousness. It misdirected them to believe it was time to regenerate. In effect, I put them all to sleep.
Tricorder readings are fluctuating rapidly, Commander.
Shelby to Enterprise. There are indications here that their entire power net's about to feed back on itself. I'd say we're looking at a self-destruct sequence activated by the Borg's malfunction. Do you want us to attempt to disarm it?
While this story was excellent and the way they destroyed the Borg ship was brilliant, it does open up for a whole mess of problems that really just don't make sense. Now, if there's a failsafe device aboard the Borg ships that trigger the self-destruct when critical malfunctions occur, then explain to me how the hell Lore got a hold of the Borg in the first place. The Enterprise sends Hugh back to the collective with his individuality intact, and that individuality apparently spread throughout his cube to all the other drones on the vessel, which in my opinion, according to what we saw in the Best of Both Worlds, should have triggered the malfunction protocol which detonated the ship. And what about the Borg Queen? She supposedly can detect everything that's going on and hear the thoughts of every drone throughout the collective. And yet, she couldn't hear the drone's individuality emerging and the slow disconnect from the hive mind?
4 of 12, subjunction of Unimatrix 525. You have a disease. You're one of many with this sickness. We want to cure you.
So let me see if I got this right. The Borg Queen is able to detect when her drones are dreaming and going off to Unimatrix 0, and that is a disease that she must fight. But she's not able to determine or detect when drones on an entire cube are becoming self-aware and disconnecting themselves from the hive mind.
Forget about all that weird shit of the Stargazer. The real Borg are still out there, and they have a name for you. Locutus of Borg.
Now think about that. Think about the message that Terry Matalas is sending out to everyone regarding Season 2 of Star Trek Picard, regarding the Borg. Forget about all that weird shit that happened on the Stargazer. The real Borg are still out there. They took the Borg and have watered them down, not just in Picard, but in Voyager. On and off, they introduced the Borg, and each time to me the characters just seem weaker and less menacing. One last note. When it comes to the assimilation of Voyager's crew, Janeway, Tuvok, and Torres, the experience just seemed to happen so quickly. Like it was no big deal. Picard had a psychological trauma from having his body mutilated, and he needed to go for therapy with Counselor Troy and probably had a lot of drugs administered as well. Meanwhile, with these three here, it's no big deal. The doctor comes along, fixes them up like nothing ever happened, regardless of the psychological trauma. I know they were trying to tell a story, but it still, to me, waters down the whole menacing aspect of the Borg. Well, I would love to hear your thoughts and comments on this, so please drop them below and let me know. Until the next time, my friends, God bless.